What's the best way to create an environment of trust and collaboration among members of a team? Does it just occur organically through time, or can a leader help cultivate it?
I think one of the most important things for a leader to think about as they're trying to build trust in a team is not every member of the team is going to get there at the same pace. Some people trust easily. Some people have to really work to earn that trust. So if you be patient and work with them and ask for employee feedback, you can get there together.
Yeah, my opinion is it does not happen by itself. It has to be cultivated. I think a leader has to take the time to communicate with their team and make their team feel included in whatever the process is. So, a perfect example in my world, we're looking at a new accounting software package for CU Answers. If I were to do the research myself and mandate a solution and tell the team, here's our new tool, they're not going to feel like they have any buy-in, and they probably won't embrace the decision as much as if I had each team member with me during the demos, talk about selection process, get all their input, and make a collaborative decision. Then they feel like there's buy-in. Even if that wasn't necessarily the tool they would have picked, they would feel like they had a say, they were valuable in the process, and the outcome would be far superior.
I think that it's a little bit of both. You can cultivate it and it can grow, but I think sometimes the best thing a leader can do is just shut up and let it happen. It depends on the leader's personality. Some leaders are very kind of overpowering and can tend to take over a group. And if you're that kind of leader, if you have that kind of personality, I'm an example of that. I have to consciously say, I'm just going to be quiet. I'm just going to let other people have their thing. And that can help it grow better than if you're up there saying, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Because then they feel like they're part of the process. And they are part of the process. And you have to really be listening to what they want and make your mind up afterwards. But having said that, there are times when you've got a decision you want, something that you do want as a leader. It's a company directive, or it's something that you feel strongly about. Don't insult their intelligence by saying, what should we do? And then turning right around and saying, well, this is what we're going to do anyway. Don't even ask. Just say, I'm sorry, this is the decision that's being made. What I do want is your input on how we go about doing this. The end results already, we know what we're going for. But here's where you get to be part of things. How should we attack this? What's the best way to get that result? So have enough integrity, have enough self-respect to understand that people don't want to be played with. They don't want you to play games with them. They want you to be honest. Do I have a say in this or don't I? And be upfront about that.
Management has to be clear in expectations. Following up on that, if there's conflict, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, we've talked about conflict in a previous class, but if it becomes a splinter with that team and is allowed to fester, that's a problem. So management has to be able to recognize when that happens and step in and deal with it in a straightforward and open manner. Honesty is also very important. And lastly, get to know your team members, right? And they should get to know each other. So if you can set up even some social situations outside of work, that can go a long way towards creating that trust and building bonds in your team.
I think trust and collaboration really is something that we need to work to evolve every day here, and it's an important part of our success at CU Answers. We have team members from very diverse backgrounds, very unique personalities and styles coming into the room, and I think the care and control on that trust is probably the top item that I'd want to make sure that we succeed with on a daily basis. I think we come together, I think we work together, but I think we recognize, respect the diversity and foster that diversity. That's really where we have an opportunity to hit it out of the park.